It's Friday, not Monday. I'll explain why in a minute. This is EveyTrade, Behind the Build, episode 26. So welcome back to another episode of EveyTrade, Behind the Build. Thanks so much for watching and thank you so much for subscribing. We have now hit 7,000 subscribers. I'm buzzing with that, it's amazing. I never thought we'd get to that point so quickly, but I want to keep going. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. As I said before, today is Friday, so I know what's happened this week, and it's been a busy week. It's been a tough week because Dale's away as well. However, I'm going to spin you back now to Monday, where Alex is over at Preferred Joinery.
So today we're back at Preferred Joinery and there's loads going on again this week. The big sash window job that you've seen going through has all been primed, now ready to go out for the first set of windows. Richard's just putting a few last bits of cords on, and we've also got another new starter this week. Because we're so busy, we've had to take on someone else. He's from Manchester as well, so it's a bit hit and miss, a bit in here. But let's go and have a what he's like. How's it going, lads?
Yeah, it's good. It's a bit dusty in here for me, but yeah, I think
you
I'm
liking
right.
it?
No, I've nearly chopped my hand off there, but I've managed to do 4 cuts.
Let's have a look.
There you go, what do you reckon?
How's it getting on, Richard?
So yeah, I'm back at Preferred. I love it. I've not been here for ages. I love the smell in here. You know, it's that nice smell in it.
Full time now, then, yeah?
Yeah, full time. Pay well as well, actually, yeah. I'm on about £6 an hour, which is double what I get in Manchester.
So yeah, we have nearly got a new start on, so it's Chris coming down. Let's have a look how we're getting on in the factory. Good position to come in, to be honest with that. Job's all done outside there now. What's that big 25 sash?
No, it's class that, isn't it? Yeah.
But it's only been primed. Richard's just doing the last ones now.
Yeah. What we do need to work out what we're going to do in here is try and replicate what we've done there for the rest of this factory you're going to watch on a Sunday. I always think that one wall looks mega, doesn't it? Yeah, but it's good to see. I've not been down for ages, so we're going to spend a couple of days in Liverpool actually and go around the properties, and we've got a couple of new jobs which we'll show you later on in the week. But yeah, let's have a look. Devo's saying he doesn't watch the episodes, but then he asked me a minute ago, he's so any girls commented? Has there been any girls saying, you know, they like me on there? Not watching the YouTube, are you?
I haven't seen it yet, no, I haven't got round to watching it.
You're the main feature, lads.
Yeah, people love it.
Yeah.
I'm not having that.
You're good now, you are good on it. You are really good. Why have you not got a message, you?
Tinder swindler.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's in the swindler, yeah.
No, I was just telling the lads, someone texted me on Saturday night, Joanne from Bootle, so...
You just outed it now, she
so
might be married.
So I just said to her, I said, she said, why are you alone on a Saturday night? I said, because I'm ugly. And I went, my mother fed me with a catapult, and she deleted me. And I told her, she hasn't even got a sense of humour.
What happened to the ones you told me about the other week?
They all died off, mate.
They all died? Oh, died?
Yeah. Well, you know, I was acquitted, like, you know, so
yeah. Well, let's try and find him a missus then, right? So if you're in the market, very highly skilled woodworker.
Yeah. He's attractive, sense of humour, knows what he's doing.
Are we talking about Richard or you?
Yeah, Richard, of course.
Oh, yeah. What about your hobbies?
Hobbies, football, boxing.
Everton.
Yeah, I like to laugh at Everton.
Dating.
Yeah. Dating, yeah, do a lot of that, yeah. For what it's worth, yeah.
All right, we'll see what we can do. We'll have a look in the comments for you.
Yeah,
maybe we'll raffle him off as a prize one week.
Well, that's it, yeah. You know,
a date with Devo, and a date with Devo. That's some content, that, innit? Give me phone number out as well, yeah. It's 0345.
Phone number's on that wall behind you.
So are we busy or what then? What have we got in?
Dan, that's the next set of house, innit? That's the second house.
Yeah, it's the next house going now. All the sashes.
Where's the boxes then over there, right?
Yeah, these are the styles, getting the probably using the packaging.
When's going to do the boxes then? When the boxes getting whipped up?
This week sometime,
yeah. Just also there, the sills over there, aren't they?
Sills, heads, linings, these are the styles. These are the sashes going through now, getting cleaned up. And then once these are ready, they get primed and stuff.
Yeah, prime first.
Is that your calendar? Yeah. Tell you what, Mr. November's in good shape, isn't he?
Richard's one's the best.
I know, yeah, we've had to remove all the calendars here. No one knows what day it is now. What are you working on here now then?
I made that Saturday, made the doors to go with it. These are 2 pair of gates.
So how long is it taking you to make these then?
To make these, I started that on Friday. I started these on Friday morning at 9 o'clock. And I finished it on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock.
Did you?
Just before 10, yeah. So I got both of them.
One slightly smaller than the other, isn't it?
Yeah,
so it's a slave then?
Like, for instance, the arched head, you've got a solid piece of timber. Then you have to obviously get your trammels out, get your sweep, and then cut it all out.
Do we do a lot of gates?
Do quite a few gates, don't we?
We always do a few, yeah. Meth doesn't like doing it because they're not the biggest thing, you know, they're a pain in the
So you're doing this softwood, yeah?
Quite quickly.
Softwood gates, yeah. Not
Softwood gates.
not
Yeah.
panellised then, doesn't?
No, obviously they ask them for that, don't they? They don't want to pay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's cheaper, isn't it? Is
They
it cheaper
just
off
paint,
paint?
just paint them. Yeah.
Plus stain, these are all corporate, you know, these all work.
We do a lot for plus stain, like, yeah.
It's funny because one thing I noticed as well that we are quite old school with how we draw the jobs. So does Mick draw each one of these out? Yeah.
He does, yeah, you can
Yeah.
tell as well, can't you?
Yeah.
It's so meticulous.
We're trying to slowly move him towards.
Software.
Yeah.
Software's coming
21st
into it.
century.
Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah, but it's worked. Hasn't
See
it?
them bigger ones there, what are they for then?
So
Hardwood
we've got
doors.
that in for hardwood doors, yeah. There's a few coming through, so.
Proper, that, isn't it?
Yeah, so it comes in rough sawn like that and then it gets sent through the planer.
Does it all come through like that then?
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So then it gets planed off.
Yeah. So this
then
is your
cut down.
domain, really, isn't it? So do you always?
this is my kingdom, yeah.
Yeah.
This is where all the magic happens, you know.
Yeah.
That's where all the mistakes happen down here, isn't it?
Let's have a chat with our new recruit anyway. Are you shy? It's a nice watch, isn't it?
This one.
Is it a tag? Yeah. You know, it's scratched. So we got him a t-shirt yet? Or what?
It's on order, yeah.
Yeah.
Jumper, t-shirts,
Yeah.
5.
Tell them it's the fishing special.
A fishing special.
Yeah.
Oh, you're into fishing,
I
yeah?
am.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Do you do night fishing?
I do actually, yeah. No,
I'd love. I tried
Well,
to
you're
do it with my
into
mate.
car fishing.
any type of fishing, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's proper relaxing the night fishing. I think you just set your stall up and that's it, just chilling.
I used to do it all the time and now because
You were a fisherman.
made to
I
£1,000
did not
worth
know
of
that
gear.
about you. Yeah, I bet you had all the gear, didn't you?
1,000, yeah, all the gear, no idea.
Yeah, you love it, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I had £1,000 worth of gear and it's just sitting there, mate, to my mum and dad still.
You still got it? Well, I mean, you should go on a night fish.
Try it, yeah.
I can't do it. I can't hook the back. What bait did you
on a
use?
night fish.
Did you put the maggot on the hook?
Used to do all that, but like car fishing's like the better way of doing it in the end. Innit?
You know what? I cannot imagine you fishing. I didn't think you had the patience to fish.
Yeah.
I'll ask you a couple of technical questions. Take your mask off then, so I can hear you. So, so what I really want to know is, who's this bird you're seeing then?
Someone I've known for a couple of years.
Yeah, she nice. Yeah. Are you enjoying it? You liked the single life though, didn't you?
I did, that's why I didn't think I'd get one.
You're in love.
Oh no, all these.
Can't you? You're not. Yeah.
It's just all new for me still, know what I mean?
It's nice being in love though, isn't it? Have you worked out what you're getting her for Christmas?
No, it's not that far, you know.
Yeah, but your preparation's key.
It could be over in a couple of weeks.
Don't say that!
It's only started.
We told you you love her yet?
Oh,
No, mate, you deserve to be.
no.
What I don't get though,
Show me
like,
your messages.
every time I've met this lad, right, and so he's always moaning about his back, but now he's got a missus, he hasn't got a bad back. Is she good in? Oh, yes, yeah. Hey, you can't beat being in love, mate. You gonna pop the question?
No, I'm not into all that, yeah.
Yeah, but when you meet the right person, you might do, yeah?
I had one for, nearly 20 years and never popped the question, so nothing's changing now.
Don't rule it out. No, it's fine. Let's show he's got a tattoo over already. Show your tattoo over.
It's not a baby grandkid.
No, you don't. You said you got a tattoo. That's the name, innit?
No, that's me.
Stella. Stella. What's her name? Stella.
Sienna.
Oh, Sienna. I thought you said. What's your missus called? What's it?
Sue.
Sue. Oh, that's a cheap tattoo anyway, innit? S-U-E. Yeah. Could push the boat out and get Susan. Yeah.
Well, that is a full name, but
Yeah.
I just call her Sue.
That is good, mate. It was good to see you happy. So
we
you
did
glad
last
you
time.
came back then, anyway. Yeah. So what's your story? So you left us, didn't you? When was that? There? How long ago?
2 years ago, was it?
14 months ago it was.
Yeah.
I was away for 14 months and then come
What, in
back.
prison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Away.
How long have you been at it for then?
This or
Yeah, the joinery side.
I was here for 19 years before
yeah?
I went, yeah.
Yeah. This is your little domain here, isn't it? So what do you do pretty much sort of day to day, innit?
Assembly, isn't it?
Just assembly and
Is it?
they need me up there, I go up there.
Up there, yeah. What's your view on the old CNC argument then? Should we be looking at getting a CNC or what? What do you think?
CNC machine. The big CNC
He doesn't
machine.
even know what it is, but done.
I haven't got a clue.
Right, okay. Yeah. Well, if we get one, you're done. Out the job.
What is it? I know I'm worried what it is.
No, we need it.
Basically, it enables you to do more work at a more precise rate.
Yeah, so you draw it out on a program and it does all the cuts for you and everything.
So you'd still get the timbering like that. You'd still send it through the planer, cut it down to size, and then put it in, and then it'd do everything for you. Then your mortars and tenant.
But you'd be operating that.
Cutting out all your styles for your pulleys.
Yeah.
It does all of that. Yeah.
Christ.
So all like the big shops now.
All you'd be doing is loading that then. Really.
Yeah. And where's that going to go exactly in here?
Well, if we can do something with next door, then it'll be going near the back.
Well, we just think then we'd shift this side into there and then have the CNC machine in here.
Yeah. So all your rough timber will come in there and come through.
We went to a trade show to look at them and they are so you can literally do anything out of them. Bloody hell, who's this staircase for? It's the smallest staircase in the world, that.
Danny over there.
I was going to say, do you live in that house in Conway, littlest house in Great Britain? Lives in a bungalow, the main man Richard. I don't feel like Richard's getting enough exposure at the moment on it, is he? Now he's got his new teeth. He's just not getting it. Nearly as white as mine, them lads. Yeah, they're some proper teeth, them. You didn't have them at Christmas, did you, them teeth?
Done in January.
January, yeah.
Proper, them, aren't they?
Christmas present.
You happy with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good set of teeth. Yeah, but see, yeah, most Scousers got nice teeth, you know. What are these then? These are massive.
That's the boxes for them.
Oh, right. So what are these going in?
It's house in 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗃, isn't it?
Some house, that, innit?
So that's why because it's listed, it's got to be.
They've got to be ground floor then, there.
First floor.
You're joking?
No, so they've all got to go out like
How tall's the
so
ceiling?
You're going to get a sample.
Massive, mate.
Wow. That job got priced up like 2 years ago, didn't it? Was that the one that
It got pulled off and then
Yeah.
put back on again, yeah.
What are you working on, lad?
Just the first house load for that Marion Road.
He's the last ones now, aren't he?
They're unbelievable, them. They're massive. What do they weigh, them? Have they got the weights in as well now?
No.
Definitely with the weights in there.
Do you do that on site, the weights?
Well, no, Dave wants these ones in, so
Right.
they're coming in on Thursday, so we'll cord them all up with the weights on and ready to go then.
Yeah, because otherwise it's too heavy to lift and carry.
If they're on like
No,
a
he
first
wants
floor, how
these
do
in.
they fit them?
Strong
Dave,
Dave, isn't he?
Dave's strong, he's like an ogre, isn't he?
Strong Dave, like.
How does he get them up the ladder?
Just like
No,
scaffold.
Fits them from the inside. doesn't
Right.
he?
he
Or
carries them up.
scaffold on this one, isn't he?
Scaffold's going up, but that's for the painters, really. He fits them up.
They weigh a ton, them, don't they? Yeah. Proper that. How do you know what weights to use? How do they work that out?
We weigh them sashes, and if it's £60, then you need £60
Right.
springs.
Yeah.
Right.
Or if it's weights, if that weighs £40, then you need £220
Yeah, to
Yeah.
balance
balance
it.
it out, you know what I mean? Each
Yeah.
side.
The new software does all that for you.
Was it?
Yeah, it works out once you build it out and build out the
It'd
measurements.
be interesting to do it the old way versus the new
And
way.
to see the difference. We're going to do it, didn't we?
Yeah.
It gives
Also,
you glass measurements.
does it do a cutting list as well?
cutting list
We should do a job where we get Mick to work out his cutting list versus the software.
and see the difference.
It'd be really interesting that. Yeah, we need a few more of these big orders. I tell you what, Prefer's doing well because of the YouTube, you know.
No,
isn't it?
we've had a couple of
Really
work
good
on
inquiries, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and some nice stuff coming up as well.
There's a few nice ones that have inquired for prices.
We've got to
as
pay
well,
for Richard's teeth somehow, haven't we?
So how was your first day's work then?
I'll tell you what, lad, it's dusty in here. I don't know how they do it. I've got a lot of respect for these guys, craftsmen. I'm not just saying it because they're all looking at me now, but we are dead lucky to have these people here. Even Devo, yeah? Because you know, the stuff we produce, it's
Quality,
ridiculous.
innit?
It's quality, but these boys make it look effortless. And so I'm going to give you all a pay rise. Not. So yeah, good visit. I preferred that. Enjoyed that. It's good to catch up with the guys. I feel like I'm getting to know them as you're getting to know them. And it's funny what Alex said last week, that he's learning preferred as you're learning. I feel the same. So I'm actually back in Liverpool tomorrow because I'm going to spend spend a day on our stuff.
It's mad with preferred. So, like as I say, it's new to us still. We only know the business side of things and watching it happen. We're watching it just as well as you watching it and learning as we go.
But you know what? The YouTube thing's been really good for me though, because it means I've actually had a proper look inside of Preferred and our stuff as well that I don't normally get enough time. And he's trying to do what you do. You have a solid day in Manchester, don't you? Like Wednesday. I need to try and have a day where I'll come down to
I just set my days out, so each day I'm at a certain place. Otherwise, if I don't do it that way,
It's funny, you like structure, don't you? I prefer the chaos a bit too much, where you like the structure, don't you? Out of interest, who do you think's got the nicest whip out of me and Alex?
Mine's the cleanest.
Yeah, yours, again, that says a lot about you. You've got a white interior, which I think is quite a Scouse thing, to be honest. But yeah, what do you reckon? Put in the comments below. Let us know which one. Basically, they're exactly the same car, except different colours. Are they the same spec or not?
Yours an autobiography, mine's first edition, innit?
Which is better. Right, back to Manchester.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Good morning, it's Tuesday, and business is good. So much so that I now can afford my own driver. And so I'm getting chauffeured round. Only joking.
Do you want me to put seats on for you?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Is there a massage in the back or not?
No, we're only in the front, isn't it?
Ah, they're nice. So yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to have a look round. Where are we going first, Al?
Project Albert.
We're going to have a look around Project Albert, and then we're going to go Project Adelaide, and then we're going to look at a couple of other bits and pieces that we're looking at weighing up whether we're going to do something with and future projects. So yeah, that's if we can raise the investment. So if any of you guys have got some money sat there that you'd like to make some money on, then shout out to us. We will work with investors, but do us a favour, only really get in touch if you are genuinely interested, because we put a lot of time and energy into sort of explaining how we work, how the returns work, and we've had probably a few tyre kickers. Nice fast driver, Alex, a bit aggressive, like Starsky Nuts this.
You reckon?
Oh yeah, you're a bit, maybe it's because I'm in the back.
Limit.
Oh, don't lad, you're in sport mode there. I'm a bad passenger.
You're like the proper, like,
I'm granddad, mate. I was braking then. That's why I've got no points on my licence. How many have you got, Al? You got pulled over last week by the police, didn't you?
Yeah, on the way down to Manchester.
By the busies.
There's them sitting there not doing nothing.
Yeah, well, oh yeah, they don't day rate them as well, aren't they? We're just walking down to the jobs now, but how many do we own on this road?
There's 5 on this road now, I think.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah.
But there's like some people that have got in a lot earlier than us that own like
Loads.
60, 70 houses, don't we?
That's the key.
Yeah.
Before Article 4 was in, you could get a family home.
Some people have made
less
a
than 100
lot
grand.
of money, haven't they? Some people have made a lot of money.
Yeah, we'll go to Project Albert first and then come back up to there. So, we're now on Project Albert.
Do you like these names or not?
Well, it's a bit hard to remember. I always try and say the road, don't I?
Yeah, but I just think it makes them a bit more snappy.
Yeah. It's a busy site, as always.
Yeah, I
can
love
see
it.
Tom's van's got LFC writ on it as well.
Yeah, it's one of theirs as well, so 6 times LFC.
Yeah.
And we've won it 20 times though.
So yeah, let's go and have a look anyway, cut the nonsense out.
He's cracked the tail.
Oh,
Did you haircut?
Make sure you don't crack them tiles, Tom.
I'll try not to.
Was it hot in Turkey then?
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't massively, you know.
How many more radiators left then, Tom? Just that one?
That's it, yeah. I've took all them off upstairs
Put them
because
to paint.
the wrong colour.
Well, I didn't pick the wrong colour, just changed my mind.
Have you? Yeah. That's happened a few. Is that on the same one then?
I've happened a few times. I'm trying to
seen
call
that.
me out. So you can see the different colour look.
Oh, is that the one you're going for now?
No, that's the one that, so they painted that first. So Tom could put the rads on, which is what we normally do.
Yeah.
So then when they come to paint, people just paint into it with a roller, easy. But I've changed the colour because the floor, there's a different floor.
You know what, it's really obvious that, but I see this happen so much, is paint the walls before you put your rads on. So many customers, they're like, they basically leave the paint until last, so we bang the rads on, and it's a nightmare trying to get a rad roller behind it and everything. It's a
You're
nightmare.
taking them off with the flexi
drain the
pipes.
full system. So yeah, get your paint on the wall before you put your rads on. Even if you only get like one coat on or whatever, it'll make your life easier, trust me.
How are you getting on now?
Alright, just got the sink to do in here and the shower, screening that. Still waiting on that other assistant upstairs.
Oh yeah, so we still need that to swap the Tom in.
Once they finish that, they're moving the drain over outside because it lines up with the flue, you know where the soil pipe's going to put, so they move it over a bit. Then bring the pipe straight up.
Good job of doing concrete then, weren't it?
Are these narrower, these houses?
This one's like slightly smaller than the other ones, like so like you can. It doesn't feel as big. It doesn't feel as big, but because we've had to do that and put the tank there, rather than being in the basement, because there's no basement, it's been a bit tighter.
Why do you design the heating system the way you do it in terms of the cylinder and stuff like that? Because we don't have any electric showers, do we?
No, it's 6 showers, isn't it? So you couldn't even split. If you had 6 showers, you couldn't even be able to split it down. There's not enough supply coming in for electric and to have on the combi. So we just best have an unvented cylinder every single time. 50 litres on average per room, so 300 litre tank, and that's normally good enough. You never really have the water not working, and also if you do have an issue, say for instance the boiler stopped working, once that tank's filled up and heated up, you've got water warm for a good day, you know, to give you time to fix things.
How long do you reckon we got on this one now then?
Once the tank gets done by the end of May, so we're not messing around with it really, but there's only a little bit left to do really. Once they come down and paint now, it's finished. inside more or less then. Wash machines need straightening up really then. At least that's a housing for them. Boilers in there. Still need trying out there. Need to get a heater in here or get the heat back on.
We've got some dehumidifiers like at HQ if you need to bang one of them. We've got a big industrial one.
Yeah, so the colour they've used, it's like a Farron ball colour, another one that we've picked. That's just the base coat really going on.
But we don't buy Farron ball.
No, we got a mix. It's
Yeah.
cheaper. The cheapest way to, if you like a Farron ball colour, the cheapest thing to do is go to Johnson's Paint, tell them what colour you want, let them do their mix, and it's probably half the price.
Everyone must get on that. I don't know why. If you buy Farron ball paint, then you must have more money than
Money to burn.
Yeah.
But it's like dead Wall Street though as well.
Yeah.
Farron ball paint.
We had a shocker once on a job where I didn't realise, but we said we're doing the actual Farron ball paint. We tried to sneak in cans, but we didn't realise that. In the end, we just owned up. They were sound about it, and we told them the actual price of Farron ball paint.
Fortune.
I remember I was looking at the sockets here. Back in the day, one of our other clients, I remember when the USB sockets started coming out, and they were fortunes back in the day. And I said to him, "Oh, you need to get on."
So that's a USB USB now,
yeah,
isn't it?
USB. Yeah,
So USB USB.
Yeah, so it's changing. But those little features that make all the difference, I think. We've got the electric toothbrush charge as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is this a different layout? Or
Yeah, so normally the kitchen would be there, but the reason why we changed it is because of the boiler situation and the tank, and next door had a big old wall there that we couldn't take down, so this is actually slightly narrower. You can see the difference?
Yeah. What meter would you get in there then?
This is like just over 10 square metres.
So we're down there, aren't we?
Still good, yeah. And then to be fair, so when we do all the viewings and stuff, and we have students coming in, some don't like having a bedroom at the front. So you'll have obviously 5 bedrooms upstairs, one down at the front. So certain mums and dads don't like the daughter or the son being at the front on their own. Yeah. So they prefer to be at the back because they feel safe. Yeah. So you do get that little bit of a pick.
It sounds cheesy, but as parents, we like when you send your kids off to uni, you want to know that they're in a safe, nice environment. And yeah, it might cost them an extra £10-20 a week, but our houses are completely safe. We have extra CCTV on the outside.
We have a shaving point normally inside a bathroom. We put the toothbrush charge instead now.
But what we're always trying to do is evolve the product and keep the product as high spec as really is commercially viable, because we want ours to achieve the highest rents but also give our students the best living experience, because you're a product of your own environment. So if they have got a really comfy, luxurious place to live, they'll thrive in an educational setting. And it's true, and that's what the feedback we get, because we ask for feedback from our students, and a lot of our students will stay first year and stay on for second year, won't they?
Most of them, yeah. Most of them do,
which is a good compliment.
Got the feature wall in it.
So one thing I'll say about all our houses is you can always find a good feature wall, and this is new. It's like we used to do like stuff with MBF, didn't we? And this is an example of Alex sort of trying to push the envelope a little bit. We started tiling these walls. I mean, it's just perfect all around. It looks mega. Also, it's durable, isn't it? It's lasting.
So as I say, we used to always do the timber feature wall, but
you have to repaint them. They
mark, and they start cracking and that with the timber going hot and cold with the heat. So you're always trying to repair them where the tile is the best, and this one looks a bit like a bit of both.
Yeah, it does. I mean, what were these a metre?
I think it was like 25 quid a metre, but it's a little bit expensive to get on initially, but in terms of maintenance now, we'll save every year.
Yeah, and it's the first thing that people see when they walk through.
Yeah, so it's a selling product.
And what we do, so Niall from Doe Media behind the camera here, you don't get any mentions. We're trying to think of a nickname for him. Alex don't like River Niall.
Should write in the comments.
But we get him in every summer when we've done a new house, and we do a full showcase of the full house, and we use that then as a marketing tool every time we let it. And I reckon that's been a real sort of plus point for us. But things like this look amazing on those showcases.
Yeah. Should in the comments as well, if you can think of a nickname for Niall.
Yeah.
For our Liverpool videographer. We've got Hollywood in Manchester, so think of a Liverpool one for us.
Yeah, let us know actually. I might give another t-shirt away to the winner of that. In fact, I will. Whoever thinks of a good nickname for Niall's probably gutted because he's going to stick with it the rest of his life. And then yeah, I'll give away a t-shirt.
Niall will be commenting himself.
Yeah, he'll be coming with like long length Niall. Yeah. I'm at the river.
Upstairs.
You know, speaking to Ross about this, you know, he was actually bricking it. You know, he said he had a sleepless night over this. Let's test these stairs out, Al. See if they're creaking.
Prefer joinery ones?
Prefer joinery, yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
how good's that now, though?
I'm good, Richard.
Having a couple
exactly now. So now, I've spent fortunes on stairs over the years, and now we can just make our own stairs exactly how we want it, when we want it. So that's a part of this vertical model that we've got, where literally we own the full strategy. So it's class. You know, we try and make sure the houses are really sort of tidy, clean, well maintained. We come in every summer, and you'll see, you know, when it comes summer, how chaotic Al's life is. We have the big turnaround. We come in, we freshen them up. Yeah, because we want our product to last longer and look great for longer, but also we feel that if you treat the students with respect, they'll respect our asset. We were in this early, didn't we? One of the early episodes, were we? Good luck finding that, Niall.
Episode 6 or something.
Yeah, but we were stood here, it was like, to see it now, like...
Not far now, mate. Once they've painted through, it's, you know, we're not there. The scaffold's coming down next week.
Yeah.
Christine's just got a few things to finish off on the front. Back's more or less done, high level, so that'll go down. And we've just got the outside a little bit to finish on the floor.
I like these rooms with the base seating. Which you reckon's the best room in the house, these rooms?
It used to be, when we used to do dormers, it used to be upstairs.
Yeah.
Since we stopped doing dormers, probably this one.
Yeah.
I'd say.
But it's great, you think about it, it's like, if you're at uni, it's like a self-contained little flat. You've got your own private ensuite bathroom, and then you've got a place where you can sort of, you'll have a desk where you can work, you'll have a place to relax and a place to chill. And it's actually quite, even though it's a smaller room, you can still socialise in here as well. So you're creating that nice environment, because you're going to spend, you know, a good 2 years here probably. So we see these as like small, like boutique hotels, and you wouldn't let a hotel get shabby and expect to charge, you know, top money for a night's stay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we want ours to feel luxurious. We've got, you know, we love that feeling you get, and hopefully we'll bring that on the channel. When the students first walk in, it's like they're always, it's like, wow, they're blown away, because invariably it feels like a brand new house if it's not a brand new house. I like this room actually. It's good for me as well, because not much chance of banging my head here, is there?
Yeah, so you see the purlins on an angle.
Yeah.
So if we were to straighten that off, it'd be too low down. So when you walk in, so we've had to leave it.
Go with it.
Yeah, which the plasters didn't like, but...
I know, but it's one of them, isn't it? It's not worth it. The juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Again, there's that colour change there. You can see now.
So which one is that the one you're going with then?
No.
Oh, so
that's the one we used to use all the time.
Oh, sorry. Right, okay.
Looks dark, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this one's another foul ball. That was it. Intuitive colour.
Oh, so we've took them off now, so they're going to bring them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is much nicer, the lighter colour, isn't it?
The matches the floor, you see, because what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to paint the skirts and the arc and the frames the same colour.
Right, okay.
So it'll just flow through as one then. Whereas you used to do white skirts, black doors with that colour wall. It's a bit too... So I'm going to try and make it more flow better.
It's funny, you know, like we've actually tried to use an interior design in one of our houses, and Alex ended up redesigning it. So where'd you get your like design ideas from, Al? Because you are bang into your interior design, aren't you?
Yeah, just like looking at things. If it looks nice on the eye, I like to do it.
What do you do? Remember things, or do you make like? Are you on Pinterest or?
I used to always use Pinterest all the time. I used to see the same thing. So now it's a bit of Instagram, saving bits and that, and then having a go. And then because we've done so many, messing about and playing with them, it's easy really to just tweak little things as you progress. So like we've obviously got another 3 to build out, and if I don't like something here, we'll just tweak it again.
Yeah, you're funny because you can see the like evolution of like art designs. Like when I first started working with Alex, yours were like the earlier houses. They were so like dark, weren't they? But they were aimed. I used to say they aimed more at like a lad, really. It was quite masculine, quite masculine. It was a bachelor pad. It's kind of, and it, you know, and it was fine because it doesn't really matter. But I think now we've sort of like gender neutralised the scheme a little bit.
The first ever ones were a little bit like that, and then I wanted to sign off that dark feeling when you walk in. So I used to paint the ceilings dark, like a dark purple, didn't I? In the hallway, so you'd walk in and feel like a hotel. That was the idea I wanted it to, but we've changed it now as we progressed.
It's funny as well, because what you've got to think of, and one of my big clients, the pension fund that we work for, one of the guys there taught me this. He said it's too easy to jump on trends, and like something's really like, at the moment everyone's going for that acoustic virtual.
I don't like it. Well, I don't mind it. I like the look of it, but I should never put it in.
But like the thing is, that's very in fashion now, but in a year's time, 2 years time, that'll be out of fashion. So you sometimes can't be tempted to go too far in the direction of something that looks... I see all these houses, they've over-designed them, where they've got like floral ceilings and everything, and they look amazing at the time on camera, and they win awards, but they've got to think, you need to get, you know, 10 years out of that. But that is going to look dated in 5 years. So sometimes you just got to, you know, just go for more classic design.
You've got to work within your budget to start with, and then you've got to work in terms of what is the who is the client, what's the need for the tenant type, if it's students or whoever it is, or a homeowner. And if it's a student, you need to think about maintenance, because you maintain it every single year. If it's HMO, and you think about maintenance. People do professional HMOs and they'll kit them out to death, put all, as you say, floral images on and stuff, but then if it gets scratched behind the bed or whatever, how are you fixing it?
Yeah.
So things like that.
No, it's right, and that's what comes with experience, and that's what a lot of like sort of newer developers and investors don't realise. That's the nitty gritty where we've looked at the figures and we've like learned from our mistakes and then applied that to future.
If you're going for scale as well, one thing that does bite us a bit is because we have got a few different colours now across the portfolio, and our maintenance period, we've got pots of tins every year, so Christian's forever getting different ones in our storage lock up.
Just give me an idea for Chris's classroom, which I'll bring to you later in the week, but you just give me a good idea.
Yeah. So we arrived at Project Adelaide. I always have to remember.
But I just think it's better. Yeah, so what's happening on this one then?
Extension's nearly done.
What's my ball patch you? Tell you what, I'm very aware of having a ball patch since I've been doing this YouTube thing. Since the regs got updated, what was it, last year? It was 22 I think it was, wasn't it? But now obviously they've upgraded the insulation, so if you're going to stay with the rock wool or the mineral wool that you use, you have to be a 150mm cavity, but you can stick with a 100mm cavity if you use this interlocking PIR, don't you?
Yeah, so it's 90mm and a 10mm air gap, which you can see the little spaces there.
Yeah.
The little spaces are on.
You know what the brickies are telling me that? Adam and Eve were saying it's harder because obviously you need to make sure that your snots and stuff on the inside are clean, but because there's literally no room to work, it's so hard for them to keep the perps clean.
Because you need to have that 10mm air gap all the way down, otherwise it sweats the wall out. But it's more expensive, and also you've got to make sure you've got the grooves in it, which they're now pushing as well.
Yeah, but also if you did go the 150mm cavity, what that causes you nightmares. I mean, we're already stepping in it anyway, but you'd step in even more, so you're losing sort of all that space. I mean, it's all well and good making sure that homes are like really thermally efficient, but it's been a nightmare from an architectural side and from a building side, trying to explain to a customer that they're going to have a step inside their extension. It doesn't go down well. Sometimes what you can do is you can stud off the actual existing wall and bring it out, but again, it's more cost than the losing space.
So you always have like a bit of a step. So what we do there on that section is we'll always just board through there right the way, and we always have a reveal there because next door, otherwise you're building on their party wall, or the boundary line, so you have to step in a little bit anyway.
It's funny because Al knows all these houses back to front in terms of like layout. You don't even need drawings now, do you? You just literally...
No, we use the drawings for the lads to work off, like mainly for the M&E really.
But this is interesting because you've seen one that's a bit further along, and on this one is literally back to brick, stud work up, so it's interesting to sort of see that progression.
So you'll see when me and Chris were speaking in the back bedroom where we're standing now. Yeah. This is the kitchen, as explained.
So this is going to be the kitchen, this one,
kitchen, bedroom at the front,
Yeah.
Which I like this layout better. It feels bigger, more spacious.
Let's keep moving. Don't want to get wet, my hair gets frizzy.
So stud work is in. M&E's more or less done.
Nice stairs again, look, nice and solid stairs. So you know what's interesting when you walk in that other room, when you go in the ones where before they've been boarded and painted, they feel so much smaller, but once they've been plastered and painted, they're bigger. Sometimes I walk in our rooms, I think, God, these are tight, these, but they're not, they work.
When the furniture goes in, it feels even better. You think the opposite.
Little tricks like these, just by, I think you've covered this in one of the videos, but just by taking that corner off there, softens that edge, doesn't it? It's that little design touches that make the room flow that little bit better.
Just helps because your bed's there, so you need that little corner up, but then it also changes your weights and stuff then, so you have to think about that. Yeah. So the toilet can only go there, not the shower.
Yeah.
But it's coming this way, I'm going to do the LED feature light this time round. So me and Kev are speaking about it and we're going to do it, so rather than having a wall light, we're going to do the track that you put in plastic too.
Okay, yeah.
And on this room we're going to start from somewhere down here and we're going to open across. And I'll change colour.
Straight into like plastered into the ceiling.
Yeah, plastered in,
That's nice. As well, don't we, in the bathrooms, you don't switch the bathrooms, do you? Do you have occupancy sensors?
Used to, but we start switching again now.
Why is that?
Just because at first we done it to try and save energy, so the tenants weren't leaving the lights on, but then we just found we haven't faulted some of the sensors, and they're always coming on and off. So say someone's in the shower for too long and it's too much steam, it'll just go off.
Will it? Yeah. What do we still put them in the communal light?
Hallway's the only place we do it now.
Yeah.
So we do it everywhere else is on switches, but the hallway from front door to the top floor, you walking downstairs, it'll turn the whole hallway on.
See, it's all these little tricks that people don't realise that we've learned from like that there. I just thought, yeah, occupant centre makes perfect sense, but it's like with fans as well, isn't it? Like where we put the switches for the fans, because then the tenants can turn the switches off, can't they? And
yeah, so all ours are all in line. So these are all on one fan in the loft, aren't they? Yeah. So they're on 24/7. It's only that fan down there that's on its own, which will have a switch. These, they won't be able to control.
Well, that's important. You've got to think about that. All that steam being created. If 6 of them are getting a shower at once, you know, the moisture level in the house, moisture content could be quite high. So again, it's just little sort of tricks that you learn, isn't it? So what's the script with this one now? When do we reckon this one? These rooms have gone, haven't they?
This one's done, yeah. It's September moving on here, so we got a bit of time. To be honest, that's why we haven't really pushed it. That's why we need to get Project 𝗕𝗨𝗘𝗔𝗧 and a few of the ones done first, because the tenants are moving in. Yeah. He's nearly finished the extension, put the roof on it, ordered the windows, put the new windows in the back. Alex is going to finish on here once he's finished on Project 𝗕𝗨𝗘𝗔𝗧 to get all his waste pipe in. And then that's it, ready for boarding, skimming.
Which is your favourite part about being a property developer, do you reckon? Like, which bit do you enjoy the most?
Buying them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Buying them and completing and getting the keys.
Do you enjoy the build side?
Don't mind it, but
there's a lot of stress attached to it, isn't there?
It takes ages, yeah. Like, you got to think, it could take us 2 to 3 months on average to try and buy one of these. Then once you've bought it, you've got to either wait for the tenants to leave, get planning or do what you need to do. Then you've got to build it out, then you've got to fill it for the next year. So it could be like a 12 to 18 month process. Because we're at a stage where we could probably do 6 or 7 projects at once with our cash flow, because you've got to think like one of these, this is like 120, 130 grand build on one of these alone. So you've got to fund that build. And you've got multiple ones of them, and you can work out the numbers, what you need to have to flow around to keep them going.
Since doing the YouTube thing though, we have had quite a few people reach out about investing, and we will work with investors, but do us a favour, only really get in touch if you are genuinely interested, because we put a lot of time and energy into sort of explaining how we work, how the returns work, and we've had probably a few tire kickers, and it's fine, you know. If you want to learn from us, then reach out and we might be able to look at some kind of mentoring or something. I was going to say, because we were speaking about this, let us know in the comments if you want us to do it. We're going to have 3 projects at 3 different stages, which would be good. So Project 𝗕𝗨𝗘𝗔𝗧, which you've seen, will be basically finished, will be finished. This one will be plastered out, done, and there's another one over the road that we completed on last week, which we're going to start in July and be getting ripped out, so you could see them all at one stage. You can see a full ripped out version, this one at a plastered state, sort of. One fully finished. So yeah, we're thinking about a bit of a day. We're thinking about doing open day and stuff like that. We're not 100% sure, because we're not those kind of property developers that want to necessarily make money from education, because there's loads of people out there selling education. What we are is, we're like the cold face. We are property developers, making mistakes, learning, applying the knowledge, you know, doing well. We've built a decent sized portfolio now, so we will, if the interest's there, we will look at doing an open day, a bit of mentoring or something like that. I do a little bit on the construction side now, but again, I don't want to be an educator yet. Maybe later down in my life I'll do it, but at the moment I just love being in business, and that's what we do. So, but do reach out if anybody would be interested in coming on an Emperor EveyTrade open day. I mean, we could probably do one in each, one on the construction side and one
just talk about both on the same
side.
Day, maybe see what the feedback's
but
like.
We'll see. Yeah, let us know in the comments if you're interested. Yeah. So Al and I have decided, whilst I'm going to throw a quick mix on, and we're going to finish this extension.
What is it, 4 to 1?
4 what?
4 to 1.
4 what now?
4 sand
and
cement.
Mate.
4 what?
No, it's been good. Not really going to do a mix. Like these hands, can't get hands like this doing mixes like that.
I might as well let back then.
So yeah, but it's good. It's good to see progress is being made. We love it.
So that's it for today in Liverpool. I want to send Chris back to Manchester now, because we had frazzled going through all the stuff. Yeah,
it's been good though. It's been nice to see. We've got a lot going on over here, and I don't get here often enough, like I always say.
Yeah, it's been good, hasn't it?
No, it has been really good, and yeah, we're smashing it. You juggle a lot of plates in here, mate, and it's or spin a lot of plates, so it's good. But yeah, back to Manchester. Actually, you need to buy me some lunch first, but back to Manchester after lunch. So yeah, back from Liverpool now, and heading into the office just to tidy a few bits up. But you know what, it's really nice to spend some time with Alex in Liverpool. Having a business partner is hard. I've obviously had a couple now. I started out with my uncle, and it just wasn't really a partnership in the end, because he wanted different things. He wanted a 9 to 5, where I wanted to really try and grow this business into what it is and what it can become. And then I had my dad, and that was tricky, because there was a bit of a dynamic of sort of, I don't know what it was really. I think I sort of I think he felt that I was a little bit more successful than he was, and there was a little bit of bad blood, and it's meant that I've not really been able to have a brilliant relationship with my dad, and we don't speak now, which it's tough. I mean, and I just don't think it's worth ever sort of revisiting it either, because we've not fallen out because of business, but it's just, I think being in business with my dad bubbled over into our personal lives, and it was never the same again. And yeah, it's one of them things, but what can you do? But people say Scousers and Manx don't get on, but me and Alex have never had a cross word. It's I just don't think we ever would either, because I'd always be loyal, and sort of I'd always do anything that he needs, and I'd always tell him the truth, and I think he'd always be loyal to me and always back me. And yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, considering I didn't know him 5 years ago, to the point now where literally I'm married to him in so many ways financially, it's great. And we can go, to be honest, we speak all day every day, but we can go 2-3 weeks without actually seeing each other, and it's great. We get together and we're just so positive. He wants what I want, which is to create an amazing set of businesses and an amazing life for our families and everyone that works for us. And honestly, that's what motivates me, is to build something that we can be proud of. Obviously something that's going to generate income and wealth for us long term, but then something that gives people around us an amazing life. But yeah, sorry to get too deep there, but just going to tidy a few emails up now and then head home. I'm shattered. Takes it out of you driving. That's the second or third time I've been to Liverpool this week. So, cleared my inbox as much as I can do it. There's some here that I've actually just ignored for weeks. I need to get on them. I'm a bit of a procrastinator there. Heard a good saying this week: perfectionism is the same as procrastination, or perfectionism is procrastination in disguise. It's true that if you're always trying to strive for perfection, basically it's the same as procrastination. You just won't start. And that's it. Don't know why I got on that tangent. Over at Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗓, we're having a busy week. Let's see how the guys are getting on. Back to Liverpool for me tomorrow as well. Oh, long week. Good morning, it's Wednesday and I'm back in Liverpool, third day in a row. Love it, it's my second home, but I'm with the main man KTM, and we're going to come and show you some HMOs that we're doing for a client. These are not mine or Alex's houses, this is for a client, and he's given us 2, but there's another 8 on the way, so we're going to be in Liverpool for quite a while now, so we thought it might be interesting to show you right from rip out stage. So come in. So this room's finished, ready for the tenant to move in. Just need to sort a couple of snags out. Yeah, so this is interesting actually, because this is the first time that KTM has seen this, and he doesn't normally look after jobs of this size, but because we're getting really busy now, and because this is for an important client and there's quite a lot of money at stake, KTM's gonna take the reins on this one. So what do you think, mate?
Ready for it, yeah. We need to get a bit of a meeting with the client, don't we, really?
Yeah,
just sort out a few things, where the first fix plumbing electric's going to go. But it looks like a good blank canvas, doesn't it, that we can get stuck into, yeah.
So at the moment we've programmed the job, but we've only really been able to sort of program it for the first 4 weeks, haven't we, until we really got our head around what the client wants to do with the sort of plumbing and electrics. But it's interesting because you've seen our stuff this week with me and Alex. It's the exact same process. It's literally like a bomb's gone off. You've got to take everything back to brick, but this is the way we like to work, because then you're seeing what you've got to work with, and you're also seeing any hidden issues with the property, so we can then fix it. Because again, this client is buying these as a long-term investment, so we want to make sure that this is like the proper product and it's fit for the next 50 years. There's no point in putting plasters over sort of damages that, you know, you're better off getting in there and fixing them proper. But yeah, it's interesting. You're looking forward to it?
Yeah, it'll be good. It will be good, to be fair. It's once this is ripped out, it should be ripped out for tomorrow, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Should be done.
We've been on this for
Everything
about
will
a
be
week
done.
now, stripped out.
So I could do with sorting a meeting with customer on Friday maybe. Have a little look round with the plumbers. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting stuck in.
What we do when we rip these out, we start top down and we literally strip straight through the ceilings, through the floors, and then it's like a conveyor belt then straight into the skip. So our guys, our rip out team, they start at the top and they send it down through holes in the ceiling and the floors, and we have a skip on standby ready. We load a skip, that goes, we drop another one, and we do it. It's the most efficient way. We've tried taking it away in tippers and with grabs and stuff, but by the time you factored in transport costs and taking it there and fuel and everything, skips are still the most efficient way. And also, it's probably the way to keep the neighbours happy as well, because we can keep all the waste contained, take it away, and yeah. But yeah, these boys, it's not for everyone, this type of work, but they're highly skilled at what they do. They just literally bang in, out, ripped out in a week, which is no easy task. It is the main man as well, making a little appearance here.
Smart seeing you down here every day.
I know, but it's good though, because we'll have Alex on hand as well. He again knows all these. We're pretty good if we didn't buy these, to be honest with you, aren't we? Yeah.
Devastated.
Yeah.
When we first took these on, or when we had the meeting to take them on,
yeah,
I was gutted, mate.
Yeah, the clients done really well. They bought them at a good price.
At a billion price, yeah. So good, well done to them.
We've worked with this client before as well. Like we did a couple of HMOs from 2 years ago, that now, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we did basically a like for like for what we've got on our stuff, and this one's slightly different. It's a little bit bigger, these on this road, but it's like a bit of a different layout. I like the layout on here, but they're trying to keep on the budget on certain things, so it'll still be a nice finish, still be perfect.
Some people might say, why don't Alex just manage these properties, because he's based in Liverpool, but we don't like letting Alex near customers, because
I'm not the best at the customers, am I?
Alex has got his way of working. He likes it done his way, which is a good way of working. But it's good because the client knows Alex as well, and he knows our products on the Emperor side. So it's a compliment. That's what got us this work. Really, they want that. They're a busy property developer in their own right. They want that turnkey sort of approach where we can literally say, right, there you go. And even with the design, we did all the drawings for this, and they basically said, look, we just want it to be like yours. And they're good, they take our advice, they don't want to cut corners, they want to do it in the right way, and they're the kind of clients that we want to work with. But Alex, you're too busy on our stuff anyway, so
I might lean on you later down the line for some
anything like that, mate.
finishing touches.
But we're going to use like pretty much the same build team anyway. It's going to be our Liverpool build team with a few coming up from Manchester to sort it out. But
I've slowly been getting pulled into it at the start when you said you were like, I don't need to do it. I've slowly been getting pulled into it anyway.
I think you're going to take over from next week.
Yeah. That's what happened when me and Alex started working together. Yeah. But yeah, it's cool. We'll have a quick look around, but there's not loads to see. It's basically like a bomb's gone off, like I said before. But to make an omelette, you've got to crack an egg. So one thing that I've picked up on when we've come and a look round here now is that there's some weird stuff happening with the stairs here. So there's going to be a room there and a room there, but there's no way this is getting by building control. So we're going to have to come up with something to create like a landing so we can safely go into that room and then out again. So we've just had a chat with KTM and Alex here, and we're going to come up with something. But these are the little nuances that you don't always pick up on when you look at a job on a drawing. But yeah, we're definitely going to need to. Imagine having a beer and coming out of it. It'd be game. Wow, see you in a bit. Lots to do in this house here, but yeah, it's good to have a little look round and see what needs to happen. You definitely need to be visionary when you're in this game, but I like it. I love a big project like this. So I'm just back from Liverpool now, and I've just opened a letter. I forgot this was coming. So during COVID, probably like a lot of you guys, we took out a Sybil's loan, or some of you guys might have taken out bounce back loans. We actually took out a few bounce back loans across our different companies, but EveyTrade took out a Sybil's loan, which is a bigger facility, but I've forgotten that they made us pay it back over 3 years. Now, some of the bounce back loans were paid back over 10 years. And at the time, we didn't know what was going on, whether we'd be able to open for years. We didn't know what was going on. Nobody knew. So we took everything that was offered. It was also a pretty good interest rate, the cheapest interest rate you'll ever get. Anyway, we've just made our last payment this week, which is amazing because we are now £2,936.57 better off each month, which is great. That's probably another piece of kit I can buy, but to be honest, it's great just getting another outgoing bit of debt out the way, because I would say it's quieter out there at the moment, like I've said. So I believe when it is quieter, you should be getting under the bonnet and tweaking the engine and making as many efficiencies as you can. But yeah, I'm glad that's done. It feels like yesterday when we took that out, it was actually 4 years ago because we got a year's interest free period. But yeah, another debt repaid, good debt by the way. And if you've not watched my video on good debt, that's coming out tomorrow night, but this will be on Sunday, so you've probably seen it. So if you haven't watched it, go and have a look. Hollywood, get a link up there if you can. Over on one of our projects, one of our extension projects, Project Moss, the plasterers. Good morning, it's Thursday, and as promised, Charlotte has enforced this weekly project management meeting. But what we're going to do is we're going to do it 1 week, Chris's classroom, where we're going to go through the technical aspects of the project and try and improve and pass on my knowledge to the guys, and maybe they pass me some knowledge on. But then the other week, we're going to do a catch up on where projects are up to and go through issues we've got operationally. But over at Project Cranbourne, it's Steel Day. So Hollywood, get yourself over there. I love that type of construction. Heavy steel, lifting, knocking down walls, demolition, groundworks, proper construction in my eyes. If I could set up a business just doing that side of things, I would. Anyway, welcome back to Chris's classroom. It's been quite popular, this little segment, and I'm sorry if I'm going to condescend to any of you experts out there, but I just think there's certain people, maybe up and coming through the game, people that have built small businesses that could benefit from a little bit of learning that I've gained over these last 15 years. So today I want to talk to you about a handover pack. Now, it came into my head when we were in Liverpool earlier this week. You'll do a job, let's say you do a full renovation. You've painted it, you've tiled it, you've fitted bathrooms, you've done a full range of finishes. But what happens in 6 months or in 2 years, your client wants to top up the grout, or you've got a little snag, or there's been a leak or something like that, and you need to touch up. We always have the same issue, we did used to have the same issue, where we'd have to try and remember what paint colour we used, what grout we used, what tiles we used, where we got the taps from. But what we do now is always a nightmare. What we do now is we create a full list of finishes listed specifically to that job, and we deliver it up to the client at the end of the job, and it's a really, really nice touch, and so many clients compliment us on that. So for example, let's say you do a bathroom for Mrs. Bloggs and you've grouted it in ivory grout and you've got it from Tops Tiles and it's a certain range, say it's BAL. What you'll do is put all that onto this handover pack, and then you list all the finishes out. Let's say you run the hot and cold that. This is where the pipes are run. This is where we got the bath panel from. The paint is a Farrow and Ball mix from Crown Paints. You do everything. Compile it all onto a list. It will help you if you ever need to go back and snag something, or if a customer asks going, oh, what colour did you do? I've seen that job you did. What colour did you use? You can refer back to your notes, but you hand that over to your customer at the end of the job. Do it on an email with your logo on and send that over saying, thanks so much. We've attached a handover pack. We find this to be really useful to customers and ourselves should there be any issues in the future. And that is a seed that will get planted into your customer's head to think, wow, they really did go above and beyond. Are any of you doing handover packs? I know in like proper construction, you do as-built drawings and you literally have got to produce a file where and marking where everything is, but in the domestic game, that doesn't really happen. But I think you should do what we're doing and offer that. Send it with the guarantees. Just show your customer that you're in control, that you're going that extra 5%. It's making an extra little effort to deliver up a full service. And honestly, watch what your customers do, watch how your customers react, and watch how many recommendations you get. So that's it. Chris's classroom closed for this week. So this has turned out to be quite a busy day. KTM is in my seat. I'm homeless again, but I don't mind because I like my seat because I'm full of screens. You can literally, I've now got iPads showing what's happening in our yards and our other units. It's great. It is like the control room. We've just had a little couple of wins here for new jobs. So one of them needs to move faster. We've got a little bit of labour available for next week. So KTM and I are trying to juggle a few balls, spin a few plates and make this work. Well, I say we. He is boxing this, but yeah, that's it. Back tomorrow. Good morning, it's Friday and it is boiling. I'm in the yard and I can't find my high vis, so I've left it back in the office, so I've got to wear my jacket. But look, we've got a new toy to play with. Our mates at Worsley Plant Hire have said, they've got in touch and said, try our crushing bucket out for a week, free of charge, and we promise you won't want your crusher back. Now, I'm not convinced. I would love my crusher back, but a certain other YouTuber based in Nottingham that does fences won't let me have it back. Not yet, anyway. So we're going to give this a go. So I'm looking forward to seeing how we get on with that. But let's have a little look around the yard. You'll notice the aggregate levels are going, especially the Type 1, are going down, and we're getting about a delivery a week, probably about 40 tonne a week. So it's great that finally people are using us to buy their primary aggregates as well as their recycled stuff. So I'd say this yard is actually starting to slowly pay for itself. I had it up in my head the other day how much investment we put in just to get to this point, and it's literally getting on for 300 grand if you include the trucks. So yeah, I wouldn't say we're in profit as of right now, but obviously that 300 grand's not all due now, and we spread that with finance over the next few years. So you can see, because we track, we've got what we call what do we call them, cost codes on our invoicing package, and we know that if it's a yard sale, i.e. aggregates or grab services or anything like that, we know how much revenue has been derived from that. So then we put that against the construction side, and month on month the yard sales are going up. So yeah, it's good, it's exciting. So there's so much to do, and we're nowhere near where I want to be. I don't want it to look like this. I want bigger bays, I want more concrete. We're going to put investment into the concrete, but at the moment we're going through signing up a longer term lease with the owner, and then we're getting a few permits in place as well. So really, we're only setting it up. We're not even fully functioning, but we're making a bit of money, so I'm pleased. So we've also started bagging some products as well. We've bagged like some recycled, some clean aggregate for pea gravel for drainage and stuff. So hopefully we're going to start getting that out the door as well. Again, we're not really pushing it. I've literally done one small reel for Insta and boosted it, and that's bringing work in already, but I don't want us to push it too hard until we're fully set up and properly ready to go, because what I don't want to do is let anyone down. So we're still learning the ropes. I don't know about you guys, but do you bring back surplus materials? You've seen probably in the early episodes, we've got another unit hidden away, secret, where all our surplus materials comes back to that we use for jobs in the future that we've already paid for and jobs previous. And the problem is with having stuff like this is knowing it's there. So it pains me so much when I go to one of our jobs and there's blocks and engineering brick and this type of roof tile and things like that we bought, when really we had a lot of it here. So this pile hasn't really gone down. So I've got to speak to the project managers and make sure they know what's there. They need to speak to the dig who runs this yard for me and communicate what's there and get it out onto site. Otherwise, all you end up doing is renting space that you're never going to monetize, and just materials are just wasting away. And I guarantee that that'll probably end up in the crusher. I've done that before now. I've put good stuff in the crusher because it's just been in the way, and it's stupid really. We need some kind of inventory management software. I don't know if you guys got anything like that. We used to have one, I can't remember the name, it's called Sortly or something, where you could sort of track your inventory and track your surplus stock. And it didn't really work because I couldn't get everyone to get on it and maintain it. So you almost need someone on top of that. But you know, there's probably, in terms of value wise, what we could sell it out for, there's probably £1,000 worth of stuff there, concrete commons and things like that we use all the time. So the trick is to communicate that to the guys on site and get that out to site. We've got the means to do it, but yeah, otherwise that's probably costing me, I don't know, 50 quid a month just to rent that patch of land, just to store stuff we'll never use. But anyway, busy Friday, lots to do. I'm gonna head back to the yard, but before I do, I had a little go with that crushing bucket, and I can't get my head around driving a machine. I'm gonna make it my mission this year to learn how to drive a machine properly. It's hand-eye coordination. So yeah, let's take a look. Oh, this is hard, this. Looks well easy when you're watching someone do it. Oh, I have got no hand-eye coordination whatsoever. Oh, is it meant to do that? I think this machine's gonna topple over. It's not safe, this. I need to get out. So another addition to the yard is that the dig has constructed this. We had some scaffold left over from another job that we ended up buying the scaffold off the scaffolding contractor. So what we've done is built a platform so that once we get the trommel up and running eventually, then we can basically safely work and inspect onto the infeed hopper here, and if there's any blockages you can clear them and you're not going to fall down, because you're actually quite high up here. I'd say we're nearly 3.5, 4 meters in the air. So we've got a few more bits to do. I want to put another rail around the edge, but I'm quite pleased with this because we made it out of stuff that we had hanging around. So yeah, again, week by week, we're slowly making progress in the yard, and maybe by 2044 it'll be ready. So we've actually got a little bit of our own screened topsoil, and again, we're not really doing this to push it out there too much. We're just learning whilst we're waiting for things to be firmed up and the lease to be signed properly long term and a few permits to come off. We're just sort of practicing with our own stuff. But yeah, this is good quality product, I'd say. I'm pleased with it. Yeah, so when are you taking her out?
Sunday, I think.
My man, this guy is a busy lad. Bumble has been good to him. So what's happening, boys? What you did the weekend?
Not much. Bit of boxing.
Or who you did? I mean, what you did the weekend? Yeah.
Bit of boxing on Saturday.
Oh yeah, what venue?
Your house. Your gaff.
You come to my house?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
I'm really
Jay's bringing Luca, so my biggest fan. How you doing, Luca? So yeah, what about you, KTM? What time are you getting round to mine anyway, mate?
No, as soon as I heard about that, I made some other plans. I mean, yeah.
Why? What is it? Why do you not want to hang around with your colleagues?
No, it's just accidental, you know.
Yeah, but every single time it's accidental. How many accidents can you have?
Busy guy.
Yeah, honestly, apart from that time that we did the... Actually, remember when you did the worm? I've got an idea. This is for a free t-shirt. So for some reason, 62 people want our t-shirts, and we're doing the draw in a minute for that. However, if anybody out there wants a t-shirt, go and have a look at one of our earlier episodes where I talk about my man KTM doing the worm, and I caught it on camera. Put in the comments below which episode, weekly episode, KTM did the worm, and there's a hot EveyTrade t-shirt coming your way. Yeah. Not, is it the worm or is it the caterpillar? It's the worm. Yeah. So yeah. What time are you round, boys? 6 o'clock?
Midday? Oh, 6 o'clock.
Who do you reckon's going to win? Fury or Usyk? The viewers will actually know who would have won by this point, because it's going out Sunday, isn't it? So yeah, who do you reckon's going to win?
I'm going Fury, uppercut, round 7.
Right.
KO.
Yeah, Fury, uppercut, round 7. What do you reckon?
I'm actually going Fury on points.
Fury on points?
I'm going Fury, round 10.
Fury, round 10, yeah. And I am going to go points Fury with you, which makes it boring, but I actually think that's what's going to happen. Come on, Tyson! Scott McTominay. Are you actually rolling? Yes. Oh, right. Oh, so now it's time to give away one of these. You're not KTM, T-Burn West. Give us a little. See who's got the biggest guns, Sean? Yeah. KTM, let's give us a little twirl. Whoa! Look at that!
Not getting the abs out.
Our kid.
I've got the biggest quads on.
You have got good quads here. He's done well actually. He's got good quads. Right, let's see. Let's see, because this is going to be one long episode. Okay, spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. 62. People.
62. Oh, that's ridiculous. What?
We're going.
Yeah, I think we should start selling merch. I was going to wait till about 1 million subscribers. Go on, who's doing it? Let's get it right. If it's the same person last week, it's stitch up, innit? Oh. Matthew Spencer NS7WJ. That is a snappy YouTube angle. Matthew Spencer NS7WJ. If possible, go to our Instagram page, _trade, and send us your details. We need to find a way to verify it's you. It worked quite well last week. If you haven't got Instagram, just bang it in the comments and we'll find a way. Email the office, we'll sort it. But yeah, you are going to be in receipt of these limited edition. We are a bit worried, right? Don't go into our suppliers and pretend it's us, because we'll know and we'll work out. We've got a password on all the accounts. Okay, Matthew Spencer, NS7WJ. Well done. Do you reckon we should cut that last bit? I don't know actually.
You've just given them an idea, haven't you? Nah, keep it in, it's funny. Yeah. Mate, it'd be obvious, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So that's it for another week at EveyTrade. Hope you've liked this episode. Feels like we've packed a lot in, and sometimes that's how our weeks go. It was quite hard because I spent half my week in Liverpool, and I want to try and do that a bit more because we've got so much going on over there, and I don't want the guys to forget who I am. People actually don't realise sometimes that Alex and I are business partners. We're at 50-50 in everything we do. So yeah, hope you've liked this week's episode. If you're not subscribed, please just subscribe. It's one click and it's free of charge, and I promise I'll do my best to produce the best content I can. Click here to watch last week's video, click here and here to watch videos obviously you've seen before, and click here to subscribe to this channel, EveyTrade Behind the Build. Have a good rest of the weekend, guys. Done. This van needs a clean. And that does. And that does.